Dear students, welcome back to your psychology online tutorial class. Today, I'll be talking about some terms like experience, behavior, psychology as discipline, and why psychology is considered as natural science or social science. Now, understand the meaning of term experience. Experience an event or occurrence which leaves an impression on someone. This means that exposure to any event leads to any impression about that event, object, person, or stimuli. Understand the term experience with example. Suppose there is a new bakery opened near your home. You visited the bakery shop and you found the product delicious. When your friend asked for the feedback, you told that when I visited the shop, I found the price is very reasonable, the product is very delicious and fresh. So, the experience, the exposure which you got with the bakery shop was the impression which was created in your mind. This is called as experience. Now, experience could be positive as well as negative. Let us understand the term experience in context of psychology in your NCERT book. So, the reason for discussing the term experience is because it has always been the interest area of psychologists, because they believe a personality is the output of experiences a person had basically during childhood. Psychologists also study experience of people. Experience directly cannot be observed by someone. Thus, experiences are embedded in our awareness or consciousness. So, whatever the experience which you had with object, event, place, that goes at your conscious level or at your awareness level. Psychologists also focused on the experience of people who undergone the pain or ill patients. The psychologists were also interested to know the experience yogi or saints get after the meditation, as they reach to the different level of consciousness and create a new kind of experience, or when a drug addict takes a particular kind of drug to get high. So, even if it is a yogi or a person who takes drugs, they reaches to a different level of consciousness, and in a general language it is also called as they reaches to the trance. Trance is a state of mind where they are not consciously completely conscious or completely unconscious. They reaches to some other level, and the experience is entirely different what other people are having. Experience is influenced by internal and the external condition of experiencer. That means any person who is getting the experience depends on his internal conditions as well as external conditions. Internal conditions could be poor health, hunger, thirst, less motivation. External condition could be the type of stimuli or the type of object, the situation, environment, noise, crowd could be the external condition. If you're traveling in a crowded bus during a hot summer day, you may not experience the unusual discomfort. If you are going for a picnic with some close friend, thus the nature of experience can only be understood by analyzing a complex state of internal and external condition. So when people are traveling in a bus where there are so many people, so they get irritated. But when you are going with your friend to a picnic and bus is overcrowded, you enjoy that state. So it is a complex pattern of behavior which is highly influenced by internal and external condition. Now understand the meaning of term behavior. Behavior is a response of a person or animal in a particular situation or a particular condition. Behavior are responses or reaction we make or activities we engage in. When something is hurled at you, your eyes blink in a simple reflex action. That is called behavior. Behaviors may be simple or complex. There are few behaviors which you are really not able to understand. So, behavior could be easy to understand, or it could be complex, or you cannot understand. Some behaviors are overt. The term overt means any behavior which can be observed, seen, or sensed. Then, second type of behavior is internal or covert behavior, which cannot be seen or observed. Now, let us take this example and understand overt and covert behavior. You can see in this image there is a little boy who is throwing the plate. Throwing of the plate is a behavior, a reaction to whatever it is being served in a plate. So the child got annoyed and he threw away the plate. This behavior is observable and seen, is called as overt behavior. Now let us look at the mother who is standing and observing this behavior. You can see a question mark there. That means she is thinking what and why the child has done so. So, when a person who is thinking, a thought, a feeling cannot be observed, so they are called as covert behavior. This topic, behavior and experiences, are very important. So, I'm taking a lot of time to make you understand this. So, behavior means a reaction, overt behavior which is observable, and covert behavior which cannot be seen or observed. Now, let us understand psychology as a discipline. Psychology, though it is very old knowledge discipline, but it is a young science. The first laboratory of psychology was established in 1879 in Leipzig. So there has always been a question whether psychology is a science or let us understand whether psychology is a science or a social science. The reason for calling it as a social science because it deals with the human society and how the people within that society interacts, behave and respond. These behaviors are the mental processes which a person reflects when he is a part of a society, and the psychologists were really focused about the study of this particular behavior when a person behaves in a group society. The reason for calling psychology as a natural science because it deals with the natural phenomena of the world. It has got a scientific study functioning of brain. It has got a scientific method of measuring the psychological attributes like intelligence, personality, emotional intelligence. So, psychology is also a social science as well as a natural science. I'll be discussing this topic in detail in your next class. Thank you for watching.